Hello everyone. I'll just go straight to the topic. So my topic is on topics. Topics as entities. Evidence from clausal topicalization in Meiteilon. Tanya Reinhardt defines topic of a sentence as the expression whose referent the sentence is about. So in a simple sentence like John ate the apple, so the sentence is about John. So John is the topic. So usually is the subject of the sentence, which is the topic of the sentence. So, but when you want to shift the aboutness of that particular sentence onto an object, you do object topicalization. You move the object right in front of the sentence before the subject. So, an apple John ate. And if you want to do, if you want to make the sentence about the predicate, then you move the predicate and do VP topicalization. In sentence number 3, eat an apple. I won't go back to the second slide. So I have talked about that if there's a need to topicalize, or if you want to make the sentence about the predicate, we can do VP topicalization. Eat an apple, John did. So there's nothing new over here. Topic deals with about this. So sentences 1 and 2 clearly show that a topic is an entity, that is a nominal element, and not an activity or a proposition. Typically, it is the subject of a sentence which serves as a sentence topic, as the sentence is usually about a subject. So topicalization: if and when a need arises to make the sentence about an object or the predicate, an overt movement of the constituent takes place, which is termed as topicalization, given in 2 and 3 respectively. So just we have repeated sentence number 3 again. Eat an apple, John did, for VP topicalization. We should now focus on the elements which are going to be quite crucial. In sentence number 3, the verb is in the bare form, lacking finiteness morphology. So this shows that English NPs and VPs can be topicalized as lack of finiteness. Marking is the common element between them. Evidences from Meiteilon clausal topicalization. So sentence number 4, Tomba yu thakpadi toina thakle. Here this is an obligatory verb doubling construction. You can't leave the second verb unpronounced. So without pronouncing it, the construction will be ungrammatical. Tomba yu thakpadi toina thakle. And this often the adverb is inserted in between the two verbs to show that this clause has moved from the base order. This is the basic sentence for the example given in 4. 4 prime is the underived order. The kernel sentence, Tomba yu toina thakle. Tomba has often drunk liquor. But when there's a verb doubling construction, you have to pronounce both the verbs. So now we have to look. It looks like there a topicalization has taken place. So this is T or D marker is the topic marker. What is the unit of topicalization which triggers such obligatory verb doubling constructions? It's not a case of V topicalization or just moving or topicalizing the verb alone. Thakpadi, tomba, yu, toina, thakle is very bad, totally ungrammatical. And it's also not a case of VP topicalization as we have seen in English in example number 3. Yu, thakpadi, tomba, toina, thakle still is ungrammatical. But rather it's given in example number 7. It's a case of small VP topicalization, that is a whole clause which consists of the verb, the object as well as the subject. So tomba, yu, thakpadi, toina, thakle. This is the unit which has topicalized to get the verb doubling construction. Tomba has often drunk liquor, and you have to have a but clause following it because this topic has got to do with some contrast. Tomba yu thakpadi toina thakle. VP fronting in other languages is also found with verb doubling constructions. Verb doubling constructions are observed to take place only when the verb is topicalized or focalized. Focalization, I have not considered this for lack of time. So here we are going to deal with only the verb doubling with topicalization construction. So it's found in languages such as Vata with Hilda Koopman's work in 1984 and 2000, Russian in Klaus Abel's work, Hebrew in Eden Landau's work, Spanish and Hungarian in Luis Vicente's work, and Gungbe in Abo and Jakarava's work, and Meiteilon in my own works, earlier works, in 2018 and 21. So we are saying that this VP or the clausal fronting for topicalization is not a uniquely Meiteilon phenomenon. It has been observed in these languages that has come under scrutiny for verb doubling constructions. So verb in its bare or infinitive form is the trick to get the topicalization working. So VP in 7, so if we can go back to example number 7, yeah. Tomba yu thakpadi toina thakle, the small VP. The small VP in 7 comprises of the subject, object and the non-finite verb. So it has been glossed as a nominalizer. This nominalizer is the green signal which allows the topicalization, which is the reason why I have written it with the green color. Without the nominalization or the non-finiteness marking, you can't do topicalization of the clause. That is, the whole non-finite clause can be topicalized with ease as they are all presumed to have a minus finiteness feature. So subject is also minus finite, object is also minus finite, which is all there within the non-finite clause. A topic has to be something which is less verbal and more nominal in the nouniness hierarchy, which is also termed as nouniness quiz in John Robert Ross's 2004 work. So his own work was nouniness quiz, which is as follows. So that clauses, that is finite clauses, is lesser of a noun than non-finite clauses. So for subject to verb constructions, then questions, then this is the hierarchy: egg ing, him eating apples, those kind of construction, posing, John's eating of apples, action nominal, derived nominal, and then the noun itself. So this is a nouniness hierarchy, the spectrum, and within it the non-finite clauses are lesser of a verb, or it's going more towards a noun. They are more nominal than a finite clause. So hence non-finite clauses, example for NP, this construction non-finite clauses are found to be more nounly than finite clauses, example that clauses. The paper proposes on the entityness requirement for something to be a topic using examples primarily from Meiteilon, and for this I have just stuck to the single example because obviously with time constraints we can't go to all the verb types. So recalling for prime, Tomba yu toina thakle, the underived version. This is the basic sentence. Tomba has often drunk liquor. But now, why do we need to do topicalization for verb doubling construction? We have a look at the topicalization construction with the arguments. So, Tombadi yu toina thakle. Here we are contrasting. As for Tomba, he has often drunk liquor, and we are not talking about another person. So, as for Tomba, he has often drunk liquor. If we attach the topic marker, contrastive topic marker onto the subject, Tomba yudi toina thakle. So here the English translation is, as for liquor, Tomba has often drunk it. But when we have to do this contrast with the verb, with the action, we have to we are moving it. I haven't provided the hierarchical structure. We are moving it so that the whole clause becomes non-finite. The misnomer, the nominalizer, the perba can be attached only when it has moved to the specified position of the non-finite position. So it must move so that it can get topicalization, which is topic structure is in the C level, right? So before moving on to the topic, so the spec of topic position, it must move via the non-fin position. Otherwise, it will be ungrammatical. Tomba yu thakpadi toina thakle. Tomba has often drunk liquor. To get this reading. So it works well for all types of verbs, irrespective of its transitivity, alternation, irrespective of its state or dynamicity. All types of verbs follow this pattern. So I'll conclude this observation. Topics or topicalized elements has to be either nominals, that is, it works both for subjects and objects, or nominalized elements, or in other words, non-finite clauses. And you can't topicalize finite clauses. Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much.
Well, it's a good paper, even though it's a little short, but it's a
Yeah,
good paper.
I had to minimize it looking at the time.
Yeah. So see, even within this nominalized clause, which can be topicalized, I think within this nominalized clause, even the object can be topicalized. Say, can you go back to
true.
the examples? Tomba you di toina you tomba you thakpadi toina thakle. I can also say just for your suggestion. See, so here, so
okay.
I think it was
B.
somewhere tomba you thakpadi toina thakle. That example.
Okay. So, C example.
Yeah. This even within this nominalized clause also even yudi tomba na thakpasi toire. We can also say.
Yeah. There yudi tomba na thakpasi toire.
Yeah. I mean the topic can also be. It is not only after the per, even within this also.
Yes. Yeah.
The object itself can be also topicalized.
So yeah, I'm going for that. So I haven't provided that much of an example. So nominals, without any exception, all nominals can be topicalized.
Yeah, can be topicalized.
Yes.
You can take it into account also for your future.
Yes. So all non-finite clauses.
Yeah, all non-finite clauses.
Yes.
Thank you, Lalit.